everybody, and welcome back to FM2020 with me, TDV1, as York City manager. Since last time out, we've played a few, we've lost a few, we've won a couple. It's been alright, actually. It's been about what we want. It's been about mid-table-ish form. Last time out, you saw the Rochdale win, and then you just about saw the Accrington Stanley game. I still don't know how I forgot to turn the recorder back on for that one, but anyway, let's get... Since then, we played Mansfield, we lost 1-0, we were really poor in that game, and after 5 wins in a row, you'd expect a poor performance at some point, and it came against Mansfield. We then go to Macclesfield in the FA Cup first round. We were poor for the first half, and it took a little bit of a shouting at on the pitch. They scored, and then I decided to have a little shout at the players. That woke them up. Etete got the goal right early on in the game, and I thought, oh, that's solid. Harry Smith equalised it up in the 60th minute. Then McFarlane, Saunders and Etete scored to make it an easy 4-1 victory against a League 2 side, a division below us. So, yeah, into the second round, which we'll be seeing this episode, which is Scunthorpe in the second half of this episode. We then beat Luton 1-0 for a Carl McFarlane first minute goal. Really early goal, and that was that. That was a really, really dull game. But I'll take all the 3 points we can get. We then played Scunthorpe. I hate Scunthorpe. We played Scunthorpe so much recently. It's actually a joke. We play Scunthorpe and we lose 2-1. They go up early. Jacob Kington with a lovely little header equalises, and then they scored again. Just another poor performance, really. I tried a couple of different players, a little bit of rotation. Will Yaskalainen in goal because our goalkeeper Giles was out in national duty for Wales. We then play Scunthorpe in the league, the one you could say which is more important, and we win 2-0. We did finish top of the leasing Group North, by the way, so we're into the second round of that quite comfortably. But yeah, we then play Scunthorpe and beat them 2-0 in the league. Baines and Jack were the goals in that one. So this episode, Coventry in the league, well, 5th in the division, quite a solid side, and we're out without a couple of players, Carl McFarlane and George, who he's alright actually, George, don't mind him. And then we have Scunthorpe in the FA Cup second round, which, live on TV, and if you know about the FA Cup, if you get into the third round, you then get to draw some of the big boys from the Premier League, because that's when the Premier League enters the competition, meaning if you then get an away tie at a Premier League side, you can make some big, big money, because you get half of the ticket revenue from that game. So, we want to win this, get into the next round, and then meet one of the big boys to make lots and lots of money. That is the aim. Club vision-wise, all we were meant to do is reach the second round, which we've done that, so that's that ticked off the list. Before we get to the action, though, transfer news. We've done a little bit of transfer business. Yeah, that's it. 2 players have gone out. One of them being Estrada, who's about to go out to SV Reeves. I know he's joining, by all accounts. Yeah, he is joining. The other one, has it clicked in? It has, yeah. Adam Marich, he's gone. He's going to, he's gone to Halamsk, I don't know how to say that. He's gone for 100k. 110k was it he went for? Yeah, 110k. And it's just like Ben. We discussed Ben last episode, which you didn't get to see because I cut it out. Like, freaking, because I forgot the recording. But Adam Marich, solid in the first season when we got them in. He came in late. He played 7 games. He was alright, Season after that, very, very good. Season after that, excellent. 15 goals in the division. I think he had 20 in all competitions that season. Year after that in League 2, he was alright. 7 rating. He's played 8 times this division. It's not gone well. He's not good enough for this division. It has dramatically fell off a cliff when it comes to him. He's been alright at the cup games, but we want him as a league player, and he's not playing very well in that position. So he's gone. We've got 110k from him. The fans were absolutely gutted about that because he is a fan's favourite, I believe. Yeah, the fans really like this player. So the fans weren't happy about it, but I think we made the right decision. And I would agree that the scouts agree with me. And he is no longer costing us three odd grand of the wages. We are paying a little bit of his wage. I think about £500. So not too bad. Let's get to the Coventry game. Let's get to the team selection for this one, because we've got a little bit of a headache in the sense that... So Strada's going as well. Strada's going for... What's he going for? What did we decide to sell him for? I can't remember what it is, but he's going for about 80k, I think. For about 60 to 80k. Reason for it is because he's not that great, first and foremost. He's been solid for us. If you look at the history stats, in and around a 7 in the Vanarama National. That's all right. Last year he was okay. This year we've replaced him with a better player in Coyle. And I also looked at Pearce. We looked at Harry Pearce and we went, I looked at him and I went, he can't play centre-half. He just can't. He can't header a football. That's his problem. And 6 foot's a little bit short for me when it comes to centre-half. So, defensive midfielder, though, he looks like that. That is his position for me. So he's being trained defensive midfielder to defend, which I think if he learns it and learns how to pass the football a little bit better, he'd be quite solid in that position because he's got the strength, he's got the stamina, he's got the aggression, he's got bravery as well, he's got good decision making, he can tackle, he's got a solid work rate, he's got solid positioning. He looks like a very, very solid defensive midfielder to me, so we're going to retrain the 19-year-old to play in there. Ben is also listed, and Nathan Dyer is also currently listed because George is a better prospect than Nathan Dyer, despite his recent injury, which is a shame. And so is Paul Dunn. Paul Dunn is another one I want to give more football to than Nathan Dyer, because I think both of them two could outgrow Nathan Dyer. Meaning Dyer, he is our best defensively because he can tackle and mark quite well, but we're gonna get rid of him. We're gonna get rid of him, which is it's a little bit of a sore one, but it's just the way it goes. We did also pick up this guy last episode. I didn't show him off though. He's just a young little prospect that trying to develop, but it's not going very well so far. Just see if we can get anything out of him. He's only 17 years old, so if he does, he does. He doesn't, he doesn't. I think the team-wise, we're pretty much set up, aren't we? Yeah, we don't have... Do we have a striker on the bench? Yeah, we have a Titty on the bench. Mooney and Jack up top. I might change Jack to a false 9. Because he prefers that role a little bit. He does not want to go into that area if he's a false 9, does it? That's interesting. Deep line forward support. Interesting. I thought a false 9 would be happy to go out into the corners, but apparently not. Okie dokie, let's get kick-off underway. Their front four have just been through to do the opposition instructions and team talk. Their front four is absolutely rapid. Like, I think the slowest player's got like 14 pace, 14 acceleration, so we might be up against it today. All of these guys are absolutely outrageous. Look at that, 16 acceleration. I think this guy's got 16 acceleration, 15 pace. 15 acceleration, 15 pace. I think this is the slowest one. He's got 13, 14. That is outrageous to deal with. So, yeah, really not looking forward to that. Hopefully we can just try and nullify them, keep hold of the ball. The problem is if we play a possession-based football here and give them chances off the counter-attack, they're going to obliterate us on the counter-attack because they are rapid and we are not. We have got their second centre-half booked already, who is apparently quite good at giving away fouls, so that's lovely to see. He also cannot header a football for toffee, so hopefully Mooney can win some headers up against him today. Here is Coyle. That's Kington. First real highlight into the game at 18 minutes mark. That's a light little ball over the top for Mooney. You have more time there, son. Left-footed volley. Keeper saved it, but I feel like you should be doing a little bit better. Here comes the corner. In towards the box. That's a poor corner. Dabo heads away to Jones. Jones... That's pretty much that with that highlight. Possession-wise, we're doing quite well so far. I don't really want to change anything, though, because I don't want to get counter-attacked by this side at all. Here is a little bit of football from Coventry, then, as Jones comes down this right-hand side. Tries to get the ball into the box. Good tackle by Kington, and it's launched long. Mooney collects it on the chest, and a good little turn and runs at the defence. Now to Jack. Jack, can he stride through the gap? Nearly, and then he couldn't find a real pass or a shot. It's a little bit of a wasted opportunity there. Lake, you go wandering a little bit too much. Like, I need to take this off. I keep forgetting to take that off because I'm an absolute idiot. Hold your position. I don't really want you going forward and getting into the box. I'd rather see Scott do that. I'd rather you just plug the hole a little bit. So we have that little free combination in midfield. One guy sits a little bit deep and then one even further deep. As Dabo shoots from range, that is just a whisker away from that far hand top corner. Fitness wise though, I think we have rotated our team a little bit better than theirs of late. Jones is a little bit tired and neither of their front four are firing yet. Don't want to give them any confidence. Kington is having a hard time up against Jones though. Both of them are having poor games. It's probably Kington's passing ratio is probably down low, and that's why I guess he's losing the ball a lot. So whatever he's doing, he's losing the ball a lot, which is a real shame. Run wide with the ball. See, I don't really know. He's getting further forward. It's hard with wing backs. I'm really struggling to find a good rating at our wing backs. I don't know if it's the players or because I think they seem to be very inconsistent. They're either hit like an 8 and above and they're absolutely excellent, or they hit like a 6.3 and they are utterly diabolical. Half time. See, there's nothing here that suggests like Jacob Kington. Oh, it's still 0% cross completion ratio so far. So you can't cross the ball for Toffee today. That's wonderful. Passionately. I'm pleased with how it's going though, because they are 5th in division, and a little draw here puts us into 9th. So I can't really moan about that. I do not want playoffs. Playoffs would be, if we lucked ourselves to playoffs and then got promoted, we would be absolute cannon fodder in the championship, and that would be a bad news bears. I might even tank the season and make sure we lost. I clicked the wrong button. I didn't really want to do that. Kington. What are you doing with a football? Should we just cross less often, son? Should we cross less often, maybe? Yeah. Let's just do that, and let's take some fewer risks as well. Don't do anything silly with the ball. Just don't try and create anything. There's no need for it. There is absolutely no reason for it at all. Oh, I had a new cable come today, which, irrelevant as we're watching FM. As the opening kickoff highlight goes along, I'm just going to speak about it. Because now I have dual screens, which means I can have my audio program running to my right-hand side. Meaning I can see how long the episode's going, which is a real bonus, because otherwise I was just guessing in my head. I think two games an episode is normally around 30 minutes marks if I edit it properly. Oh, and they've scored from the... Oh, it's a freaking centre-half who can't header. Out of all of the players to score, it's him. He's got 8 heading game. He's got 9 team. Defensively, that is shit. Who's letting go? Who's Mr. Header? Oliver. Oliver and Scott, I think. Is it Oliver? Who are you? Yeah, it's Oliver. Oliver's Mr. Header. That's his fault. And I think Paul Scott's let him walk off the back of him as well. Now we're going to need a shout. I didn't do any shouts first half, did I? I am so shit at remembering shouts. It's actually outrageous. Allen and Horton are now on good ratings. We're going to have to make a change. Jack's playing like utter toffee. Mooney's not particularly having the greatest of games. And Kington, you're just throwing the ball away at this point. That is, get off the pitch. I'm going to bring Sahara on for the final few minutes. I feel like I want to bring Giles because he's a little bit better going forward. But nah, we're going to bring on Kington. And someone up top's got to come off. It's like eeny, meeny, miny, mo between these two. They're both pretty shit. Let's bring Etete on and put him in poacher role. We're just going to go a little bit more direct with our player. Go to attacking. And stop distributing to the centre-backs. And stop playing out of defence. Because we don't care about possession anymore. We just care about getting the ball forward. And scored a chance. This is Jack. He's found Mooney. Go on, Mooney. Oh, that's so tame. Like, you have the better opportunity. Shoot a little bit earlier is the option there. How many chances have we made this game? Have we actually created any chances? This is disgusting. And that's really frustrating, that. Here comes Coventry again. Jones. Dabo. Come on, boys. Let's get something out of this game. It's a good little chance. They really sucker punched us this game. I feel like we have been the better side because of the stats, but I haven't seen the chances, really. There's no been like real opportunity that I'm going to be like, oh, that's such a big, massive, clear-cut opportunity. It's been very tight. Mooney's had another poor game. I would have guessed Mooney's missed one of the clear-cut opportunities, and so did Jack. That's why their ratings are low. That's normally how that goes. Let's have another shout for a bit more creativity. Still got the possession on our side, so we are creating. We are in control of the game. We just need to try and unlock this door. Here comes Scott. Little dribble forward. Has a tame left-footed shot. Is easily blocked. And Knee picks up the ball. They're going to travel. Good tackle, Cabby. Good tracking him across the pitch. Good tackle to win the throw, or to get the throw in. Stop that counter-attack coming. Minutes of Tim tumbling again. Towards that 70th minute mark, maybe time for one more substitution. The problem is I don't really know who to bring off the bench. Who we got? maybe Saunders, I suppose, but we'd like to give some Pearce some more football than CDM to try and help his development in that area if we can. I have just noticed that somebody's getting a little bit tired. That'll be Leon Davis, so I'm going to take him off for Paul Dunn. Paul Dunn is a youngster who is not really ready for this level, but we're going to have to try and speed his development up a little bit. As Thomas comes round the right hand side, that cross was dangerous and goes just over the crossbar. Good closing down by 2 players, and Cammy hooks it out for a throw-in. It would be nice if you two could have worked that out and then, like, not give the ball away, like, worked it out and played your way out of there. But I suppose with no playing out of the defence, they're not going to do that. Oliver to Mooney. Not sure why Oliver's taking throw-ins, but sure. Still Oliver. Back to Coyle. It's a nice little ball to find Dunn in a little bit of space. He drives into the box and gets a cross in towards Ateti. Scott with a left-footed swing at it. Hooked away for a throw-in. Chances. Just the ball's not quite dropping for someone, is it? Shout. Get creative. Inspire them. Yeah, some are inspired. That'll do. Got 5 of the 11 players inspired from that, so that will do. To try and create something. Let's go overload. That's very, very attacking. Let's throw everything at it if we can. Don't think it's going to happen though. Here's Button with the goal kick for Coventry. To Westbrook. Now Thomas. Back to Allen. All the way over the top. They're trying to hit us on a counter-attack here. That's a good block near post by Dunn. Goes out for a corner. To get beaten by a set piece is quite gutting. Like, I feel like I need to change something to set pieces. I can't quite get them right. Giles, good caught, good catch there. I suppose the fact that we have a 5'11" goalkeeper is not exactly ideal when it comes to set pieces, but he's got good reach. He's got like a good jump. Yeah, he's got a good command of his area. He also got a very good jumping reach. So Horton with the header. Oh, we conceded from 2 set pieces. What to do about set pieces? That's Horton again. He's won 2 headers and he can't header a football. Who's marking him at back post? Who was that? Where is that highlight again? Who is you? Baines, you should be doing way more than that. My mouse just went onto the other screen. I got confused. What happened then? I was like, where's my mouse gone? Well, that's that. I'm just going to tell the boys that's a bit shit as soon as the final whistle blows, which we're expecting to happen any moment now. They are a good side, but I feel like we performed better than deserved today. Stats-wise, yeah, see, they've made 1 clear-cut opportunities. We have 2. I thought we had 2 half chances. Is that right? Was I reading block shots? I'm an idiot. They've blocked some shots today, so we've had 4 shots blocked. Ref, blow the whistle. Alright, let's get to the second game. Let's play Scunthorpe for the 3rd time in 4 games. I pressed the wrong button. Shit. Here we go then. Scunthorpe game. Got some more injury crisis. Saunders has picked up another knock. So that's like 2 injuries in the past month for Saunders, which is a real concern to see. I'm going to put Regis, the young kid, on the bench. And Coyle's got a slight knock. He should be fit to go, though. Yeah, I'm going to say he's probably fit to go. We could drop him. And I'm going to play Pearson then. This is not Pearson's preferred position, and he's still very much learning the role, but throw him in at the deep end, and hopefully he'll swim. We're also going to give McGuinness a start in the centre of defence. And I'm going to give Giles some football on that left wing, just to give Kingston a little bit of a day off. This is an important game. I don't want to rest too much or rotate too much. Striker-wise, we were poor last game, so I'm going to drop Jack and I'm going to play a Titty up top instead. And I'm going to put you back into a pressing forward attack mode as we try and rekindle some of our spawn. He prefers number 7. You're not getting number 7, my friend. You're a 17-year-old. You get the number that I tell you get. Number 8 is now free. We've had a marriage gone, which is a bonus. So I can bring in a centre mid, which we might do. We might bring in a centre mid. I'd like to get Ben out of the door. If we get Ben out of the door, I'll bring in 1 more centre mid. If we don't get Ben out of the door, I won't. And I think I'll just keep Ben as that backup option. We are underdogs in this one, apparently. So we'll just do that and then set opposition instructions. and get kickoff underway then. Shooting from right to left in the old white and... Is that purple or burgundy? I don't really know. That's a weird colour, that is, Scunthorpe. It's like a weird blue. Is that their home kit? I suppose that might be their home kit. I don't know if they play home in blue or if they play in burgundy or not. I don't really know Scunthorpe. I don't even know where Scunthorpe is on a map. Couldn't even point it out to you. I have quite good geography knowledge. Scunthorpe is not one of the places I particularly know, though. Not going to lie to you. They have the opening opportunity, though. Davis. Buttroyd. That does not sound like a good name to have. Unlucky, son. Lake. Good. Hooking away. No one went for the ball. Cameron Burgess collects it easily. He played for Salford, I believe, at some point. Burgess. Or maybe Pompey. One of the two. Not 100% sure. Here is May. Now Yearwood. Over to Davis. They've got a good little attack spell going on. Davis gets blocked. Now it's Irwin. Now Smith. Back to Davis. Now Buttroyd again. This is really good bit of spell of football here. Good interception by Lake. Now it's Mooney. Launches it to Ntiti. Have we got runners beyond? We have, but he couldn't find the pass. And Lake's made a mistake. And yet again, I have failed to freaking take that off Lake. Stop. I need someone to come and slap me around the side of the head so I remember that. Giles with a free kick in. Or the corner in, should I say. Teti goes up well. Scott with a range. It's off the crossbar. And Teti's put it in, but he's offside. Oh, my word. What a hit that was by Scott, though. What an absolute... I want to watch the hit again. What a full-on volley that is. Off the crossbar. Teti puts it in. If you're a goalkeeper there, just dive for the ball and lay on the ground. You'll probably win a free kick, so... Scunthorpe have had more of the ball so far. I think it's time to come off positive and go on to balanced. No one's having a poor performance so far, though, on either side. So, just a tight game so far. Stats-wise early on, they've had one clicker opportunity already, which is not very good to see. Here is Baker. Yearwood. Closing down. Baker with a little pass from Yearwood. Yearwood into the box. Davis at back post. Good block. Is that Dunn closing him down or Davis? Oh, it's Davis. So we've got Davis versus Davis out on that right-hand side. Are you brothers? You're not brothers, are you? That would be really weird if you're brothers. No, I don't think you are. Do not believe you are. Is it Leon Davis versus... Was it Jordan Davis right there? Mooney. Back to Davis. In towards the box. No one's there. Scott with a header. Etiti. Oh, that's a good opportunity that for Etiti. Really, really good chance for the striker there. It's a shame, really. That's a real shame. He could have done a lot better than that. It fell to him quite awkwardly on his left peg and he just swung at it. Unfortunately, it went straight to the goalkeeper. That's actually remember shouts this game. Let's try and actually play the game you meant to play and, you know, remember the buttons you meant to press at the right times. Inspired them. See if that inspiration will do something. His rating dropped because he's missed a clear-cut opportunity, I'm guessing. And that is what the game is going to consider that as a mistake. And we concede from a set piece. We trained set pieces, by the way. We trained defending corners and free kicks. And we have conceded again from a set piece. Can you header a football? Potentially. Potentially you're alright at heading. That's really frustrating. Oh, it's the left back with the assist. And it's the centre half with the goal. Davis with a bad rating as well. Giles is not having the greatest of games. I want to go through the FA Cup. I want to have a little cup. I want to get to the third round. That would be nice. Let's go positive because we've raked the possession back. And can't really see what else we're doing wrong with the ball. Analytically, Mark McGuinness has just lost the ball more than any other player. We've moved well into the... We're doing well. It's just Mark McGuinness has made a mistake for the goal. That's the thing that's killing us so far. Another mistake, another personal mistake at a set piece has cost us the game so far. Defence, look, come on. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed, and I'm disappointed. I was trying to fire them up. There we go. Everybody's fired up apart from two players who are motivated. And then we're going to start the second half to see if there is reaction. We'll give them about 10 minutes. If there isn't reaction, it's probably time to make a substitute. As Baker brings the ball forward to Ford on this opening kick-off highlight. This is a really, really slow amount of time for a throw-in. Now we finally get the throw-in underway. Baker, that's starting to waste time already. That's just pathetic. And here is Baker with the cross in. Blocked, goes out for a corner. We don't seem to be as aggressive this game as we normally are. Are we giving away many fouls? That's something to look at after this. Here is Buttroyd with the ball in. McGuinness makes no mistake with that header that time. And Ford has the chance to get the cross in. Good block again by McGuinness. He's really taking it upon himself to make sure he doesn't give away another silly goal, it would seem. Davis and Giles both having poor games. Same for Etiti, which means we will probably be hoiking Etiti off. Thinking of bringing on Jack, but we're not going to play him up top. I'm going to just drop him into midfield in like a little advanced playmaker attack role. I'm going to drop Scott to a deep line playmaker support. We're going Mooney up top on his own, and we will now start trying to play through the middle of the pitch a little bit more. And that should hopefully help us out a little bit, as I lost my mouse to the other screen yet again. Getting confused by that. I'll get used to it. Scott. Long ball forward to Etiti. Wins the header and finds Mooney. That's a good ball up wide to Giles. Giles gets into the box using his pace. Can't go past Isham though. Now he gets a cross in to Etiti at near post, and Watson catches that well. Better play. Better. Let's demand more out of them. See if we can get a little bit more. There's pressured and anxious in there. Jack's just come on. Let's see if Jack in that little hole can create something. That's wide open at back post. That's really, really poor defending. It might be my setup. It might be the way that I set up the set pieces then. And nothing to do with the players. It's interesting though. It is interesting to see. Alright, Davis needs to come off because he's playing like boop. Playing like a boop. He's playing like a boop. Let's pause the game. Who to bring on right wing back? Done onto right wing back. And I think I'm going to hoik the Giles off as well because he's not... do I hoik off Giles? Have I got anyone to bring on in midfield? I do. I could bring on like Coyle, I suppose, and centre mid. Maybe just change it up a little bit. Or do we take off Giles because he's not fully match fit? I'm going to take off Giles for Kington. And hope we don't get any injuries in the last 29 minutes of the game because we made double subs. And that's a little bit of a gamble as Ford fires from range just over the crossbar. Just need a spark. Just need a spark, I feel like. Stats wise, fouls aren't too bad. Possession's been pretty even. We've only made a half chance this game. I thought we had a clear-cut opportunity at some point. Am I reading stats wrong? Am I blind? Or is this only one half? I swear it said we had a clear-cut opportunity with Etiti. I might be blind. I may not be able to read. I might need more coffee this morning. That might wake me up a little bit more. That's a boring Dallas. Finally, highlight. Scott. Tackled by Yearwood and hook clear. Here's Baines to Kington. Now Scott into Jack. Back to Scott. Now Kington again. Now Scott. Create something, please. Pierce. Nice little ball to Jack. Now Scott again. Now it's Kington. Loads of space to get the cross in. Can he find someone? No, he shoots a goal. Mooney, you're a bit deep there. You should be like edge of the 6-yard box, I feel. Like that would be a better position for you. Let's push forward. Let's just go very attacking. And let's just start throwing everything at it. So pass into space. Go more direct. Let's go super wide. Let's just start smashing the ball towards goal. Let's be more expressive, and let's see if we can get something out of these final 10 minutes of this game. A draw would get us a replay. A replay would be at home at our ground, meaning we'd have another dig at Scunthorpe. There'd be a 4th game this season. We've still got to play them again in the league. Kington with a long ball forward. Mooney back to McGuinness. Offside flag raised against Mooney anyway. What's that keeper got an injury for? Oh, he's just a little bit ill. Oh. Well. Bar a little miracle right here in the final 3 minutes of the game. It looks like we're going 1-0 down, or we're going to be kicked out of the FA Cup, should I say, after a 1-0 little loss through a set piece. We conceded 3 set pieces this episode. That is not good enough. Something that I need to improve upon. So next episode we might have a little talk about set pieces to see what I'm doing wrong. I'm sure somebody could point it out to me. I don't want to download some off the workshop. That's not the aim of the game, but set pieces do confuse me in this game. Jack, driving forward. One final little chance, maybe. Pulls the ball back. Lake shoots. Watson collects. Demand more, I suppose. 1 minute to go. Can we do anything? Can we get the ball forward, maybe? Yearwood. To Baker. Isham. They're just knocking the ball around the back. They know exactly what to do. Burgess all the way back to the goalkeeper. 2 people closing him down. He knocks it out to the wing back. Nice and easy open. Buttroyd into midfield. That's a poor pass. And there's Scott. Can he launch her attack? No. Baines tries but can't find Mooney. Baker collects easily. And now it's back into the defensive rotation of possession for Scunthorpe as they try and wind the clock down. As the seconds tick by, it looks like they're going to have another victory against us. So we played 3 times this season. We've lost 2, drawn 1 against them. Oh no, 1-1. That CDM, or centre mid, made 5 mistakes. And he had the same rating as Leon Davis. What is Leon Davis doing then? Wingbacks. What are we doing? Tell the boys they were effort. It was excellent. No. Let's not say that. I'm not happy with the performance out there, boys. Calmly, you were shit. You were at your best today and deserve to come off. Don't act stressed or anxious at me. I don't give a shit about your feelings. Well, that's a frustrating episode. 2 losses on an episode is never a good one, but to concede 3 goals from set pieces is even worse. Just proves that we really are a mid-table side. We're not a great side, so still got a lot of work to do. Schedule-wise, I suppose, when should we come back? Let's come back for the first game of January. Yeah, we're going to come back for the first game of January. We're going to talk about any business that we might do. We might make a couple of signings. We might just try and look at the future when it comes to a few signings. Trying to buy in some young players to rejuvenate the squad in areas that we may need. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I've been TDavid1, and as always guys, peace out.